Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about endocrine system and some of the gland of endocrine system and the secretion of various endocrine gland and their functions. So first of all, we have to discuss the endocrine part of body. Okay. So this figure showing the various endocrine glands. Okay, like hypothalamus, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal gland, pineal body, reproductive glands. Okay, and in this figure you have to see that the location of various endocrine glands. Okay. So, first of all, we have to discuss some general points regarding endocrine system. Okay. So, first of all, we need to know what is endocrine system. So, the endocrine system is made up of glands. Okay, and that glands produce and secrete hormones. Okay. Hormones, particularly the chemical substances that produced by these gland in the body, and these hormones regulate the various processes in the body. Okay, and these hormones including regulate the body growth, metabolism, and the physical and chemical processes of the body, and sexual development and the function of various organelles. Okay, and the hormones are released into the bloodstream. Okay, that's why these gland also called ductless gland, and these gland may affect one or several organs throughout the body. And the major glands of the endocrine system are the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal gland, pineal bodies. Okay, and the reproductive organs also act as a endocrine gland, like ovaries, testes. Okay, and the pancreas is also a part of this endocrine system. Okay, so the some part of the pancreas also act endocrine gland, while the other part act as a exocrine gland. Okay, and it has a role in the hormone production as well as in the digestion. Okay, hormone production like insulin, glucagon. Okay, and if we talk about the digestive role in the digestion, so the pancreatic juice helps to digest food ingredient. Okay, so this figure showing the location of various endocrine gland. Okay, like hypothalamus, pineal gland, pituitary gland is located in the brain. Okay, thyroid gland located near the neck. Okay, and you have to see that thymus is located above the heart. Okay, and the adrenal gland, you have to see that it located near the kidney. Okay, and pancreas located at below the stomach. Okay, and you have to see that the ovaries and testes. Okay, this located at the below abdomen. Okay, so these endocrine system and the hormones that secreted by these endocrine system help regulate extracellular fluid. Okay, and metabolism, and it also act as a biological clock. Okay, like pineal gland, and contraction of cardiac and smooth muscle. Okay, and glandular secretion, and some immune function and growth and development, reproduction. Okay, so all these function regulated by the hormones. And as you know that the exocrine glands also there, and these glands secrete product into the duct, which empty into the body cavity or body surface. Okay, like sweat gland, oil gland, mucus, and digestive gland. Okay, so all these which secrete their secretion through the duct are called exocrine gland. Okay, and endocrine gland, it secrete product like hormones into the bloodstream. Okay, and they reach their target site through the blood. Okay, and like pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal gland, pineal gland. Okay, and other organs secrete hormones as a secondary function. hypothalamus, thymus, pancreas, ovaries, testes, kidney, stomach, liver, small intestine, skin, heart, and placenta. Okay, so the primary function of these are exocrine. Okay, while the secondary function is to secrete hormones. Okay, and as you know that the hormones secreted by the endocrine system, and the endocrine system is a collection of glands that secrete chemical message we call hormones. Okay, and these signals are passed through the blood to arrive at a target organ, which has a cell possessing the appropriate receptor. Okay, this is very essential because hormones secrete into the blood and they reach their target. Okay, how they identify their target? Because the target cells has a receptor which is unique for a particular hormone, and when these hormones bind to these receptors, okay, the biological processes has to be carried out. Okay, so that's why these signals are passed through the blood to arrive at a target organ which has cells possessing the appropriate receptor. Okay, so as you to see in this figure, this is secreting cell. Okay, and this secrete their secretion into the blood, but they act only on the target cell. Okay, like the cell which has their receptor. Okay, and in another figure to see that this cell secrete their secretion into the blood, and by the blood you to see that this molecule or hormone reach to their target cell, and when this hormones bind with their receptor, the chemical changes has to be take place. So endocrine gland produced it through the blood stream to the cell designed to receive its message, and these cells are called target cells. Okay, so target cell is nothing. The cells which has unique receptor and on which the hormones molecule has to be bind, and the processes has to be taken place, and along the way to the target cell special protein bind to some of the hormones. Okay, and these hormones flow in the blood with the help of these protein, and this protein act as a carrier that control the amount of hormone that is available for the cell to use. Okay, so it depends on hormone to hormone. Okay, and the target cells have receptors that latch onto only specific hormone, and each hormone has its own receptor. Okay, own type of receptor which is specific for a particular hormones, so that each hormone will communicate only with a specific target cell that have a receptor for that hormone. Okay, that's why we say that the hormones act on their target cell. Okay, because these target cells has the receptor which is comparable with the hormone, and when the hormone reaches its target cell, it locks onto the cell specific receptor, and these hormone receptor complex transmit chemical instruction to the inner working of the cell. Okay, with the help of secondary messenger, the message has to be flow. Okay, and when hormone level reach a certain normal amount, the endocrine system help the body to keep that level of hormone in the blood. Okay, and another example of this process is parathyroid hormone, and parathyroid hormone increase the level of calcium in the blood, and when the blood calcium level rises, the parathyroid hormone sense the change and reduce their secretion of parathyroid hormone. This kind of a process is called a negative feedback system. So hormone regulate either by the negative feedback, either by the positive feedback, and either by the neural mechanism. Okay, so these three mechanisms by which the hormone has to be regulated. And in this way, you have to see that how the hormones circulating. Okay, you have to see that there are various types of signaling is there. Okay, as in the first figure, you have to see that the endocrine cell reach their secretion into the blood. Okay, and through the blood they reach their target cell, and target cell located distant at far distance. Okay, so at that time the term use endocrines. okay, signaling. This is called endocrine signaling. And in another figure, you have to see that the cells secrete their secretion, and nearby is their target cells, and the hormones which secrete by the peregrine cell bind with its receptor at nearby target cell. Okay, so if this kind of situation occurs, so the term use paracrine signaling. And if in the third figure you can see that the cell secrete the secretion or hormone, and the receptor present on the same cells. Okay, so the this hormones bind with the receptor present on the cell, and in that way the processes has to be carried out. Okay, so if this kind of situation has to be occur, the term used autocrine, because the receptor secrete on the same cell, the hormone has to be released their secretion. Okay, so that's why the circulating hormone act on distant target travel in the blood, while local hormone either act through the paracrine, means act on neighboring cell, and autocrine means act on the same cell that secrete these hormones. Okay. So this figure clearly indicate that the endocrine, paracrine, and autocrine signaling. And now we have to discuss general mechanism of hormone action. So hormone bind to the cell surface or receptor is either cell surface receptor or the receptor that present in the cytoplasm or in the nucleus. Okay, so it depends on the type of hormone. Most of the water soluble hormone bind with the cell surface receptor, while the steroid hormone bind with the intracellular receptor, either present in the cytosol or nucleus. And cell may then synthesize a new molecule, and now the change permeability of the membrane and alter rate of reaction, and each target cell respond to hormone differently. And liver cell secrete like insulin stimulate glycogen synthesis, while in the adipose tissue insulin stimulate triglyceride synthesis. Okay, so hormone is same, but on the basis of target they have different action. Okay, and how the hormone secretion has to be controlled. So the regulated hormone secretion regulated by the signal from nervous system, which is called neural mechanism, and chemical changes in the blood or by the other hormones. Okay, so there are three way by which the control of hormone secretion has to be take place. So the first one is neural mechanism. Second one is negative feedback control, which is most common. Okay, so the hormone secretion decrease or increase in the blood is reversed. Okay, and in another types of control of hormone secretion by the positive feedback control, and the change produced by the hormone cause more hormone to be released. Okay, and the disorder involve either hyposecretion or hyper secretion of a hormone. Okay, so any types of hypo, either hypersecretion has to be affect any disorder. Okay, and that's why the overproduction of hormone also create disorder, and underproduction of hormone also create disorder. Okay, and non-functional receptor that cause target cell to become insensitive to hormone. So these are the three endocrine related problems which has to be observed. Okay, so the first glance today we have to discuss is hypothalamus. Okay, as in this figure you can see that hypothalamus located in the brain near the pituitary gland. Okay, and in the second frame you can see that hypothalamus, which connected with the pituitary gland with the stalk. Okay, and neurons that produce hormone released from the posterior pituitary. Okay, so the hypothalamus contains neuron that control release from the anterior pituitary, and seven hypothalamic hormone are released into a portal system connecting the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, and causes a target in the pituitary to release a hormone. Okay, so the function of hypothalamus is to control the release of pituitary uh, hormones. Okay, so the location and role of hypothalamus, you can see that in this figure. This is structure of hypothalamus, in which you have to see that there are neurons, okay, which comprise hypothalamus, and nerve endings secrete neurohormones, okay, and this is blood picks up with neurohormones, okay, which is connect with the pituitary through the pituitary stalk with the posterior pituitary, okay, and neurohormone from the hypothalamus stimulate or inhibit the release of anterior pituitary hormone, and anterior pituitary hormones leaves gland in the blood, okay, and this is anterior portion of the pituitary gland, and that is posterior portion of the pituitary gland, okay, and the pituitary gland has secretory cells, okay, and you can see that the portal blood vessel is there, and in which you have to see that inflow blood, okay, and outflow blood, okay, so that difference is so you can see that hypothalamus and pituitary gland, okay, so both are master endocrine gland since their hormones control other endocrine glands, okay, and the hypothalamus is a section of brain above where pituitary gland is suspended from stalk, okay. So, hypothalamus and pituitary gland both are master endocrine gland since their hormone control other endocrine gland. And hypothalamus is a section of brain above where pituitary gland is suspended from stalk, okay, which is surrounds in third ventricle. And hypothalamus receive input from cortex, thalamus, limbic system, and internal organs, and hypothalamus control pituitary gland with different releasing and inhibitory hormones, okay, like gonadotropin releasing hormone, growth hormone releasing hormone, growth hormone inhibiting hormone, okay, and major integrating link between the nervous and endocrine system are hypothalamus and pituitary gland, okay. So in this period, to see that how these glands work together, and so the hypothalamus receive stimulus, okay, and it release hormones and release inhibiting hormone, okay, which control the release of pituitary gland hormones, okay, and pituitary gland stimulating hormones, okay, that act on target site, okay. So this figure showing the pituitary gland, which is approx 1 centimeter in diameter. Okay, and this pituitary gland also called master gland, and this pituitary gland has anterior portion and posterior portion. And posterior portion connected to the hypothalamus by the stalk, which is called infundibulum, and anterior portion connected by the bloodstream. Okay, so this figure showing the hypothalamus, okay, and posterior pituitary and anterior pituitary and their various secretion. Okay, so the posterior pituitary secrete ADH hormone, which has the target site of the anti-diabetic hormone is kidney. Okay, and it also secrete oxytocin, and the target site of oxytocin is muscles of uterus. Okay, and anterior pituitary secrete hormone, melanocyte stimulating hormone, and the target organ of melanocyte stimulating hormone is melanocyte, okay, and prolactin secrete by the anterior pituitary, and anterior pituitary, and this prolactin act has a target organ mammary gland, and gonadotropic hormone like follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone also secreted by the anterior pituitary, and this hormone stimulate the secretion of ovary and testes, and another hormone secreted by the anterior pituitary is growth hormone, and the target organ of growth hormone is bone and muscle, and the adenocorticotropic hormone, and this hormone secreted by the anterior pituitary, okay, which will control the release of adrenal cortex, and another hormone is secreted by the anterior pituitary, thyroid stimulating hormone, which target organ of thyroid stimulating hormone is thyroid gland. Okay, so that's why this figure clearly indicate that hypothalamus control the release of anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. Okay, so that's why it is very important to part of the endocrine system, hypothalamus pituitary gland. Okay, and anterior pituitary and flow of blood in this figure you have to observe, you have to see that this is the hypothalamus and primary plexus of the hypophyseal portal system, okay, which you connect with the superior hypophyseal artery, okay, and you have to see that this part is called infundibulum, by which the posterior pituitary connect with the hypothalamus, okay, and now this connect with the hypophyseal portal veins. Now this region connect with the secondary plexus of hypophyseal portal system, and this is anterior hypophyseal veins. Okay, so this is the anterior portion of the pituitary gland, and the left side is posterior portion of the pituitary gland, which has posterior hypophyseal veins and posterior pituitary gland. This portion is called, and this connects with the capillary plexus of infundibular processes. This gland suspended in the sela turcica. Okay, and this gland controlling hormone that enter into the blood and travel through portal veins and enter anterior pituitary at capillary. Okay, now the human growth hormone produced by somatotrophs, okay, which is the part of the anterior pituitary, and within target cell increase synthesis of insulin like growth factor that act locally or enter bloodstream, okay, and this secretion has common target cell, okay, which is located in the liver, skeletal muscle, cartilage, and bones, and these increase cell growth and cell division. Okay, so this is the function of growth hormones. Now the thyroid stimulating hormone, and the thyroid stimulating hormone particularly uh, control by the hypothalamus, okay, which is released by the pituitary gland, and hypothalamus regulate thyrotroph cells of pituitary gland, and thyrotroph cells produce thyroid stimulating hormone, and thyroid stimulating hormone stimulate the synthesis and secretion of T3 and T4 hormone. Okay, this is showing the thyroid gland, and the function of this secretion is to stimulate metabolic rate. Another secretion is follicle stimulating hormones. Okay, and this secretion control by the gonadotropic releasing hormone from hypothalamus that control gonadotrophs. Okay, and gonadotrophs on stimulation release follicle stimulating hormones, and this follicle stimulating hormone initiate the formation of follicles within the ovary, and it also stimulate follicle cell to secrete estrogen, and stimulate sperm production in the testes. Okay, another hormone is luteinizing hormone, and this hormone also controlled by the gonadotropic releasing hormone from hypothalamus that stimulate gonadotrophs, and gonadotrophs produce luteinizing hormone, and in females luteinizing hormone stimulate secretion of estrogen and ovulation of inside from ovary, and secretion of progesterone. Okay, and in males it stimulates interstitial cells to secrete testosterone. Okay, and the next hormone is prolactin, and hypothalamus regulate leptotrophs cells. Okay, and leptotrophs produce prolactin, and under right condition prolactin cause milk production and act on the target cell which is located in the mammary gland, and suckling reduce the level of hypothalamic inhibition, and prolactin level rise along with the milk production. Okay, and next hormone is adrenocorticotropic hormone, or ACTH, and this adrenocorticotropic hormone, okay, released by the adrenal gland, and this is corticotropin releasing stimulate corticotrophs. Okay, and this corticotrophs secrete adrenocorticotropic hormones and melanocyte stimulating hormone, and adrenocorticotropic hormone stimulates cells of adrenal cortex that produce glucocorticoids. Okay, and it is secrete a melanocyte stimulating hormone secreted by the corticotroph cells, and releasing hormones from hypothalamus increase its release from the anterior pituitary. Okay, so ultimately the secretion of anterior and posterior pituitary controlled by the hypothalamus. Okay, and function not certain in humans. Okay, but in the frog increase skin pigmentation. Now the posterior pituitary gland. Okay, so the does not synthesize hormone, but it release hormone, and this portion consists of axon terminal of hypothalamic neurons and pituitary. Okay, and neurons release two neurotransmitters that enter capillary. Okay, and first one is antidiuretic hormone and oxytocin, and posterior pituitary hormones. Okay, that secrete only the hormones that is manufactured in the hypothalamus, and it released from the posterior pituitary. Okay, so the first one is oxytocin, and the target cell of oxytocin is smooth muscles of uterus and breast. Okay, and the function of this oxytocin is labor and delivery, milk ejection. Okay, and the function of ADH. Okay, okay, so function of ADH is water reabsorption, and the target organ of ADH is kidney. Okay, so this figure also show the location of hypothalamus along with the posterior pituitary and the anterior pituitary. Okay, the next secretion is oxytocin. Okay, so oxytocin has two target tissue, both involved in the neuroendocrine reflex. Okay, the first is uterus, and second is mammary gland. Okay, so during delivery it had different function, and after delivery it has different function. And during delivery, baby had stretch cervix. Okay, and hormones release enhance uterine muscle contraction, and baby and placenta are delivered. And after delivery, the oxytocin induces oxytocin and suckling, and hearing baby cry stimulate milk ejection, and hormone cause muscle contraction and milk ejection. Okay, so the oxytocin has a different function during delivery, has it has different function, and after delivery it has a different function. And next one is antidiuretic hormone. Okay, so antidiuretic hormone known as vasopressin. Okay, and the function of antidiuretic hormone decrease urine production and increase absorption of water, and decrease sweating, and increase blood pressure by retaining water. Okay, another gland is pineal gland. Okay, and this pineal gland or pineal body located in the middle of the brain, and it is secreting melatonin, which is a hormone that regulate when you sleep at night and wake up in the morning. Okay, so the biological clock regulated by the pineal gland. And pineal gland is a small cone-shaped gland found in the roof of the third ventricle of the brain. And melatonin hormone appears to be secreted in the substantial amount. Okay, and it is believed to coordinate the hormones of fertility and to inhibit the reproduction system, especially the ovaries of female. So that sexual maturation is prevented from occurring before adult body size is to be reached. Okay, now we have to revise the content. Okay, okay. So today we have to discuss that what is the role of endocrine system. Okay, so the endocrine system is made up of glands that produce and secrete hormones. Okay, and you know that hormones is the chemical substance that produce in the body and regulate activity of cells or organs. Okay, and these hormones regulate the body growth, metabolism, and sexual development and function. Okay, and these hormones are released into the bloodstream and may affect one or several organs throughout the body. Okay, and the other function of hormones is help to regulate extracellular fluid, metabolism, biological clock, and contraction of cardiac muscle, contraction of smooth muscle, and glandular secretion and immune function. Okay, and growth and development and reproduction. Okay, so we observe most of the functions regulated by the hormones. And the another point we need to know that is exocrine and endocrine. Okay, so exocrine is a duct gland that has duct. Okay, and their secretion empty into the body cavity or body surface like sweat gland, oil gland. Okay, mucus gland, digestive gland. Okay, and endocrine gland that secrete their secretion into the bloodstream. Okay, so any gland that secrete their secretion in the bloodstream is called endocrine gland. Okay, and in this figure you have to see that how these hormone act on their target cell. Okay, so target cell is the cell which has receptors. Okay, so this is a target cell. In this figure you have to see that the secreting cell which found in the endocrine system, and the target cell which has a receptor. Okay, so the endocrine gland produce it through the bloodstream to the cell designed to receive its message, and these cells are called the target cell. Along the way to the target cell, special protein bind to the some of the hormones, and these protein act as a carrier that control the amount of hormone that is available for the cells to use. And the target cells have receptors that latch only onto only specific hormone, and each hormone has its own receptor so that each hormone will communicate only with specific target cell that have receptors for the hormone. And when the hormone reaches its target cell, it locks onto the cell's specific receptor, and these hormone receptor combination transmit chemical instructions to the inner working of the cell with the help of secondary messenger. Okay, so this is the process of signaling. So when hormone level reach a certain normal amount, the endocrine system help the body to keep that level of hormone in the blood. And parathyroid hormone increase the level of calcium in the blood. When the blood calcium level rises, the parathyroid gland sense the changes and reduce their secretion of parathyroid hormone. This type of process is called a negative feedback mechanism. Okay. So there are three kind of signaling. Is there endocrine signaling, paracrine signaling, and autocrine signaling? Okay. So endocrine signaling means the target cells present at distance location. Okay. And paracrine in the paracrine signaling, the target present nearby. Okay. And autocrine signaling, the target is cell, the secretory cells itself act as a target tissue. Okay, so these three kind of signaling is there, and a general mechanism of hormone action. So hormone binds to the cell surface or receptor that present inside the cell, either in the cytoplasm or in the nucleus. Okay, as we discussed in the previous lecture, there are three types of receptors there. in a cell surface receptor and intracellular receptor. Okay, intracellular cytoplasmic receptor, intracellular nuclear receptor. Okay, and cell may then synthesize a new molecule and change permeability of the membrane. Ultimately, it leads to alter rate of reaction, and each target cell respond to hormone differently. Okay, like liver cell, at the liver cell, insulin hormone stimulate glycogen synthesis. In the adipose tissue, insulin stimulate triglyceride synthesis. Okay, and control or hormone secretion regulate by signals from received from the nervous system. This is called neural mechanism of regulation of hormone. And negative feedback control. Okay, so when the secretion when the reach at optimum level, it inhibit the further secretion. This is called negative feedback. If the secretion increase the initiate the more and more secretion. This is called positive feedback mechanism. Okay, and there are various disorders that involve either by the hyposecretion, hypersecretion, either by the insensitive receptor. Okay, that's why there are three category of endocrine related problem. Okay, either overproduction of hormone, underproduction of hormone, and non-function receptor that cause target cell to become insensitive to hormone. Okay. So the first gland which we have to discuss today is hypothalamus. Okay, so hypothalamus directly cannot release hormone. Okay, it contain neurons that control release of anterior pituitary secretion, and seven hypothalamic hormone are released into the portal system that connecting the hypothalamus and pituitary and cause targets in the pituitary to reduce to release control release of eight hormones. Okay, and this figure showing the location of hypothalamus and pituitary gland, and both are master endocrine glands since their hormone control other endocrine secretion, and hypothalamus is a section of brain above where pituitary gland is suspended from stalk or infundibulum, and this will surround in third ventricle of brain, and hypothalamus receive input from cortex, thalamus, limbic system, and internal organ. And hypothalamus control pituitary gland with different releasing and inhibiting hormone. Okay, like gonadotropin releasing hormone, growth hormone releasing hormone, growth hormone inhibiting hormone. Okay, and the major integrating link between nervous and mobile system are hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Okay. So this figure clearly indicates that how the hypothalamus control the release of pituitary gland. So the pituitary gland look like this, okay, which has diameter approx 1 centimeter, and it has anterior portion and posterior portion connected to the hypothalamus by infundibulum, and anterior connected via blood stream. Okay, and this we are showing the anterior and posterior gland with their secretion and their target organ. Okay, so the anterior pituitary controlling hormone that enter into the blood stream, and it travel through portal bands, enter anterior pituitary at capillary. Okay, and it secrete human growth hormone that produced by the somatotrophs of anterior pituitary. Within target cell, it increase synthesis of insulin-like growth factor that act locally or enter bloodstream. Okay, and thyroid stimulating hormone secreted by the anterior pituitary, and hypothalamus regulate thyroid cell to secrete thyroid stimulating hormone, and this thyroid stimulating hormone control the release of T3 and T4 hormone, and these hormone regulate metabolism in the body. And another hormone secreted by the anterior pituitary is follicle stimulating hormone, and gonadotropin releasing hormone from hypothalamus control gonadotrophs that will control that release follicle stimulating hormone, and this follicle stimulating hormone initiate the formation of follicle within the ovary and stimulate follicle cell to secrete estrogen, and stimulate sperm production in the testes. Okay, and anti-pituitary secrete another hormone which is called luteinizing hormone, and gonadotropin releasing hormone from hypothalamus stimulate gonadotropes to release luteinizing hormone. And this luteinizing hormone have different function in the female and males. In the females, luteinizing hormone stimulates secretion of estrogen and ovulation of oocyte from ovary and secretion of progesterone, while in the male it stimulates interstitial cells to secrete testosterone. Another hormone secreted from anterior pituitary is prolactin, and hypothalamus regulates lactotroph cells to secrete prolactin hormone. And under right condition, prolactin hormones cause milk production, along with the suckling reduce level of hypothalamic inhibiting hormone, and prolactin level rise along with milk production in the mammary gland. And another hormone secreted by the adrenal gland, which is called adrenocorticotropic hormone. And this hormone, particularly ACTH, corticotropin releasing hormone, stimulate corticotrophs, and corticotrophs secrete adrenocorticoid hormone and melanocyte stimulating hormone. And adrenocorticoid trophic hormone stimulates cells of the adrenal cortex that produce glucocorticoids. And melanocyte-stimulating hormone secreted by either by the corticotroph cell that releasing hormone from hypothalamus increases release from the anterior pituitary, and function not certain in the humans. Okay, but in the frog it increase the skin pigmentation. And the secretion from posterior pituitary include but it does not synthesize any hormone, and it releases hormone that synthesized in the hypothalamus, and it consists of axon terminal of hypothalamic neuron and pituitarides. And neurons release two neurotransmitters that enter into the capillary, which is antidiuretic hormone and oxytocin. Okay, and oxytocin has a target organ smooth muscle of uterus and breast, and while its function of this oxytocin is labor and delivery. Okay, and ADH has a target organ kidney, and function of ADH is water reabsorption. And oxytocin has different function during the delivery. Has it has different function after the delivery, it has different function. And during delivery baby had stress cervix, and it induce hormones release by the positive feedback mechanism. And after delivery, suckling and hearing baby cry stimulate milk ejection, and the oxytocin cause muscle contraction and milk ejection. And antidiuretic hormone also called vasopressin, and it decreases urine production by reabsorbing water content, and decrease sweating and increase blood pressure by retaining water. And the pineal gland or the pineal body is in the middle of the brain. It secretes melatonin, a hormone that regulates when you sleep at night and wake up in the morning. And pineal gland is a small gland, cone-shaped gland found in the roof of the third ventricle of brain. And melatonin hormones appear to be secreted in the substantial amount, and it is believed to coordinate the hormones of fertility and inhibit the reproductive system, especially the ovaries of female, so that sexual maturation is prevented from occurring before adult body size has to be reached. Now you have to attempt quiz. The first question is the hypothalamus is located on. Okay, as we have to discuss in this lecture, hypothalamus located under surface of brain. Okay, and anti-pituitary release hormone that controlled by. So answer is hypothalamus. Okay. As you know that hypothalamus control release of anterior pituitary, and hypothalamus release hormones. Okay, so it is release gonadotropin releasing hormone, and posterior pituitary release hormone, which is ADH and oxytocin. Okay, these two hormones released by the posterior pituitary. And anterior pituitary release hormone, uh, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, and growth hormone. So option A is correct. And the adrenal gland located on above the kidney. Okay. And the adrenal gland is consist of inner medulla, outer cortex, and zona fasciculata. So option A is correct. And which hormone is secreted by adrenal cortex? Okay. So melanocorticoids, glucocorticoids, and sex hormones secreted by the adrenal cortex. And which hormone secreted by adrenal medulla? Epinephrine, norepinephrine, and adrenal secreted by the adrenal medulla. So option A is correct. And pancreas secrete the hormone insulin and glucagon. So for option A is correct. So thank you everyone.